of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. A little 360. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready? Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Tighten up. Pull it together. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Hurts. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing. Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with McFarland. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Dalvin Cook.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Cook, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Vikings 13. Steelers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Vikings 13. Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and long for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
Punt formation for the Vikings.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
That looked like a pretty good route.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins escaping the pressure right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
To throw, Cousins. complete. Jefferson the target. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the
options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the 42-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. That's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He was brought down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here is Cook on third and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 26, Steelers 7. Dan
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's it.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Cook, the
you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Cousins to throw it. Oh, look at the juke. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 26.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 27.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Cook running on 1st down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Give to Cook out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
By the Vikings.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 33. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, wide open, complete. The 30, 20, 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them, and that'll set them back 5. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down.
Successful. That makes the score Vikings 39, Steelers 15.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right?